Hi everyone! My name is Cleo from East End Children's Center, and welcome to another episode of Around Our World. We're going to talk about the country Guatemala today. We're going to talk about Guatemala. We're going to talk about where it is in the world. We're going to look at volcanoes because Guatemala has lots of volcanoes. We're going to look at how they work and all the volcanoes that Guatemala has. And we're even going to make a volcano at the very end of this video after our story. Okay, let's get to singing our hello song. Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to learn to say hello in Spanish. In Guatemala, a lot of people speak Spanish. There are a few other languages, but I think almost every single person, 95%, speak Spanish. In Spanish, we say hello by saying hola. Hola means hello in Spanish. Hola. Hola. Now you try. Repeat after me. Hola. Hola. Yay, well done. Hola, hello. Hola, doggy. Hola. Hola, elephant. Hola, elephant. Hola, owl. Hola, owl, hello. Hoo, hoo. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, world. Hola, world. Hola, world. Hola, hola, hola. Hola, everybody. Hello. Remember how I said Guatemala has tons of volcanoes? Let's talk a little bit about how volcanoes work. Volcanoes are formed when molten rock from the Earth's core comes up through a hole in the Earth's surface. That's where the lava comes up out of the volcano, and then it spills all down the sides of the volcano. And then it cools down and it gets hard, and it becomes part of the volcano. It helps make the volcano even bigger. And that happens again and again and again. The molten rock from the Earth's core comes up through the hole, and the lava comes down the volcano and cools down and makes the volcano even bigger again and again and again. Let's look at some of Guatemala's volcanoes. And if you stick around until the end, we're gonna make a volcano. Welcome to our world. This is planet Earth. We're going to look for Guatemala. We know Guatemala is in Central America. Okay, here are all the countries of Central America. Somewhere is Guatemala. Ta-da! Let's fly over to Guatemala. There's Guatemala. And the major city in Guatemala is Guatemala City. Let's fly to it. Let's get a little closer to Guatemala City. Ta-da! Let's see some pictures. It's a busy city. Wow, lots of trees. See the mountains in the back. Busy roads. This is Guatemala City.
Should we go for a trip to the zoo in Guatemala? Yeah, okay, let's go to the zoo. Zula Aurora. Okay, so there's the zoo. Let's look at some pictures of what animals are at this zoo in Guatemala. La Aurora Zoo. What are those? The giraffes. The tall giraffes. Let's see if you can guess the next one. Oh, a gorilla. Gorillas beat their chest. Beat your chest. An elephant. I think that's a baby elephant. Just a little baby. Oh, water over there at this Guatemalan zoo. Penguins! Waddle like a penguin. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Oh, fish, my favorite animals. Beautiful fish, wow. What are these? Oh. Hippos? Hippos, I think. Maybe rhinos. What's that? A peacock! Beautiful, a beautiful peacock. And that's a male peacock because it's very colorful. The male peacocks are very colorful. Oh, I see some ostriches and some camels. Do you see where they're hiding? This ostrich has their head in the soil because it gets too hot. And there are some camels going for a little walk together. I wonder who else is at the zoo. More elephants, elephant statues, and fish, and then just buildings. And a turtle! A slow turtle. I'm glad we visited the zoo in Guatemala. Alright, let's go back. Let's see where Guatemala is in the world. Here's Guatemala. And there's our whole world. It's about time we get to reading something, shouldn't we? Here we have it. Today's story about Guatemala. Look at this beautiful kid wearing some beautiful clothes. All about Guatemala. Hola from Guatemala, says this child. Hola is how you say hello in Guatemala. We practiced that with our hello song, remember? Hola world, hola world, hola world, hola, hola, hola. Hello, hello, hello. Guatemala is in Central America. It is next to Mexico. So remember we talked about how Canada and the United States and Mexico are up here in North America. Here's Central America. There's Guatemala. This pink bit right here is Guatemala. Guatemala's flag is blue and white. The two blue stripes stand for the oceans on both sides. There's the Caribbean Sea on one side on the east, and there's the Pacific Ocean on the west, the southwest. And then the white strip in the middle means peace, calm, and purity. And then Guatemala has a coat of arms. See that? And then there's the national bird, the quetzal. The national bird of Guatemala, the quetzal. The capital city. This is the capital city of Guatemala. It's called Guatemala City. It's called Guatemala City. And there's 1 million people who live there. There was once an earthquake, but they built everything back up again. The earthquake broke all the buildings, the ground shook, but they built it back up. The money in Guatemala is called also quetzal, just like the bird. The quetzal, this is their money. So in Canada, we say something costs $20. In Guatemala, something costs 10 quetzal. Look at the land. Remember how we talked about Guatemala has so many volcanoes? There's more than 30 volcanoes in Guatemala, and 3 of them are still active. 3 of them could still erupt. A volcano called Tayumalco is the highest point in Guatemala. And there's a picture of Tayumalco, the tallest volcano, the highest spot of Guatemala. And it's 4,000 meters tall. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Most of Guatemala is made of mountains. They're called highlands. The climate in the highlands is cool and dry. Most Guatemalans live in the highlands. But Guatemala also has lowlands like what we're looking at. They're along the coast and they're hot, they're wet, they're humid. That's where lots of the rainforests are. Because there's lots of water. Rainforests are in the lowlands of Guatemala. And there's mountains in the highlands of Guatemala. What animals do you see? Yeah. Oh, there's a jaguar. This is called a tapir. And I think this is a quetzal. There are many unusual animals living in Guatemala. One large animal is the tapir. Large cats include the jaguar, the puma, and even mountain lions. Because remember we said there are mountains in Guatemala in the highlands. There are mountain lions too. Guatemala has more than 750 kinds of birds. Many birds like hummingbirds and parrots have bright colors. The quetzal is one of the most beautiful. And this is a quetzal. Guatemala's rivers are full of life. Remember, in the lowlands still, there's lots of rivers and lakes in the lowlands of Guatemala. And there are turtles there. And caimans. They look like alligators. The caiman. Guatemala's waters are full of life. Many different sea turtles lay their eggs on the beach. There are colorful fish and rays, and they swim in the lakes and the oceans. Caimans, iguanas, and other reptiles live on the shore. The people. Long ago, a people called the Maya lived in Guatemala, and then Spain conquered the Maya. Today, Spanish is the national language of Guatemala. It is spoken by most people, but there are still some people who speak some Mayan languages before Spain came and conquered Guatemala. But most people now speak Spanish in Guatemala. The end of our story. We learned lots about Guatemala. Now let's make a volcano.
Okay guys, let's look at some of the materials that we need to make our volcano. We're gonna need some baking soda, some soap, some vinegar, and I decided I want to make an orange volcano. So I've got red paint and I've got yellow paint. Because when we mix red and yellow, we get orange. Okay, let's see what else we need. A cup and some water. And last but not least, something to put your volcano on. You could go outside and make your volcano. You could dig in the dirt and put your cup in the middle of the dirt and make your volcano outside too. But I'm gonna make an inside volcano. So in my cup, I've got some water. I filled it about 2/3 of the way up. And I'm gonna put it on my mat so that I don't make a big mess. We are going to need our baking soda next. We're gonna need 4 to 6 tablespoons. Will you help me count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we put it in? Okay, 5 tablespoons of baking soda we put in. We're gonna need 1 teaspoon of soap. Only 1. So I'm going to fill and dump. And I said I wanted to make an orange volcano, so maybe I should put in my paint too, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Let's put in some red and yellow paint and mix them together, and I really hope we're gonna get orange. Crossing my fingers here. Red and yellow. Let's stir just like a witch's brew. Stirring and stirring and stirring the brew. What color did we get? What color did we get? I got my wish, an orange volcano. All right, I think it's about time we add the last ingredient that helps our volcano explode. That ingredient is the vinegar. Okay, watch out everybody. You have to be careful when a volcano erupts. Let's see if we get some lava. Whoa! We did get an eruption. Look at it go. And remember, in a real volcano, it all flows down the side and then it cools down and it gets hard and it becomes an even bigger volcano. I would love to see your volcanoes. You could tag us on Instagram or you can tell us on Facebook if you make a volcano. I hope you enjoyed learning all about Guatemala today. We learned about where it is in the world. We learned how to say hello, hola, in Spanish. We learned all about volcanoes and even made one. Wow! I hope you enjoyed this episode and you join me next time when we learn about another country in the great big world that we live in. Okay, bye-bye.